Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Since it's so nice outside and I live in sunny Florida, I thought we would start this video outside so you guys can see some nice sunshine and beautiful weather. Hey guys, I'm back painting again. Yes, I know this is not the best thing for your wrist to do. However, this is a hobby of mine and something I like to do on the weekend, something I do for fun and for a little extra cash. So just wanted to talk to you a little bit while I work on this little piece here. So as I'm getting feedback and comments from people on my last couple videos, a lot of people are asking questions related to my surgery, if I've had surgery, what's my pain like, what the doctors have said to me. So I think it's gonna have to be time for a 3-part series. So today I'm going to just share a little bit about what I felt like before my surgery. I would definitely say a turning point in my pain was when I became a mom. The fact that you're holding a little infant and you're constantly doing something, lifting, just definitely more busy with your hands. That's when my pain really started to pick up. And also, I was a pretty active person. Like, I did sports in high school and stuff, but even after that, during college, when I started my career as an occupational therapist, I really enjoyed swimming. I really enjoyed going to the gym, being active, and that kept my wrists really strong. I would say my pain was very managed at that point. So when I became a mom at 24, it was probably the last time I was like a serious active gym goer. So I think that's when everything really picked up for me and started to get into more pain management relief measures, and also getting into the therapy world. I was introduced to things like the BioFreeze, Voltaren gel, kinesio tape. Learning about that kind of stuff, I thought, well, why not try it on myself and see if it works, to be able to explain it to patients better. What better can you do than explaining how you feel having been through it? So yeah, that's kind of when I was like, if I'm starting to rely on this stuff just to get through the day and to sleep good through the night, I should probably start seeing a doctor. So that's when I saw my first, well, not my first, it was the 3rd doctor at Johns Hopkins. So when I moved to Pennsylvania and had my first daughter, Mila, the closest hospital nearby that had a doctor that knew anything about Madelung's was Johns Hopkins. And I ended up seeing Dr. Angari, and he's the one who introduced those braces to me that I showed you in the first video. That's the first doctor where I realized surgery was definitely going to be in my future. I thought that this was something that I could just kind of deal with as I got older, but I really didn't think that having surgery was going to be my answer, because when I was younger, I was told that I needed to wait till I was continued growing, and even then, it probably wasn't going to be a possibility. So I think this is the first time that, like, hearing surgery and signing paperwork to have surgery really sunk in and just made it kind of real for me that this was going to be a real issue for the rest of my life. So I ended up getting cortisone shots in his office that day to see if that would help before having surgery, and I regret it 10,000%. It made my pain much worse. My wrist burned and felt like, just imagine feeling your worst day of pain and times it by 20. So it was that pain just intensified by 20 times. And I remember just crying the whole drive home. I think I had a 2-hour drive home to where I live from the hospital, and I regretted it. So if you have Madelung's and they ask you to get cortisone shots, say no. It's not gonna help the pain because our problem is structural. It's the anatomy. It's not anything that a cortisone cushion or pillow or Band-Aid is gonna fix. Even if it does give you relief for a couple days, they're not meant to last forever. So after I got the cortisone shots, I went home and tried to see if maybe the pain would ease up the next day or the next week. It didn't. I scheduled another follow-up appointment with the doctor, went back to see him, told him how bad it felt, how much worse it made my wrist, and that's when we talked a little bit more about surgery. Well, turns out, wasn't quite ready. Baby number 2 was in the works, and surgery was held off. So everything happens for a reason, because deep down inside it didn't feel like the right time anyway. I knew the recovery time would be long. I knew that it would be difficult having a small toddler trying to get through surgery. And so I never went back to see him after that. After signing the papers to actually have the surgery, going back home, talking to family, figuring out, you know, what life would be like, I just decided that it wasn't the right time. And he was okay with that. He understood, but I think if I would have had the surgery then with that specific doctor, I think things would have turned out a lot different than they have now. So everything happens for a reason, and thank goodness I found another opinion. It's about that time for dance. I gotta pick up my oldest, get my littlest one ready. So what I'll probably do is finish the rest of the pre-surgery story when I get in the car, because usually I have about 20 to 30 minutes to chill in the car. We're getting Sissy from school. It's dance time, so I thought I'd take a little hold, or I guess be a little productive while I'm waiting in the car. For it's 2:45 now. She doesn't get out till 3:10, so I have to sit in the car and wait. So this is how I'm gonna use my time. After I left off with Dr. Angari getting cortisone shots, I went back to him for my follow-up visit, told him how it went, told him how terrible my wrist felt, how it did absolutely nothing but make them worse. And what we did that day was sign paperwork to have surgery. His plan was to do a radial osteotomy, and he was going to get together his whole team of basically students to figure out this project of mine. I went home later that day absolutely thinking that I was going to be having surgery within the next few weeks. But after all, that wasn't how it happened.